Biomono kigimo mwanchu murigiria go television ya Ndizi TV marago ya anosia soberete kero cyara gire CHINSA chiga chetiri kidaka 15 n'isito kibe CHINSA cyo butuko bwarero obutuko bw'ikitari kemero gebere mutunyino gatano kabiri umwaka w'ikigwibire emerongo ibire nenye na ndibura nabangote ya buritangani aseri tukulia rero no manyete butambe gutwara toro moroberio obweke umbu oyogo cha gochagara CHINSA isato wega CHINSA isano cha butuko Mogani bina nagotebia wikira se studio yaito nigakoro kwa honorable Emmanuel narero namanyiri tari ya Ligesongo Emmanuel Nyambega gisesa nigare mu MCA ward ya Rigoma ikotoka ime county ya Nyamira na boigo nigare deputy majority leader imeye bunge ye county ya Nyamira na boigo na inde nigare omunyakirogo gose national chairperson UPA party munyakirogo wekyombekerie ose kyama kirikia UPA party na boigo nigaro muri kibwa mangana AMAYIA ekiara no nyochire ko ba umwana siasa bado no muri kyare bwa mangana AMAYIA igo nigabwate ebiruge ebinge osiko bichi nyinge ekiabegete urakira korinda mangana na manga unjure iriye kurwa chinga kiechyo ekerarenga guikaboniga igo bono chinga kirina chechi onye kobwate liborio gosenga nendo tukulika genda kali ase namba yisimi no eregora abo Abigail go kobekera hari lindo tulikere osotobori liborio elio mweshimiwa agochi akobaga kuiraniria bono tintage tukole chinga gichi nyinge tigatosoe yemaseyemo asomurubirito ubekombulia siasa bikoroba ya mweshimiwa
ya mwana minda
boiribia
biyande kabisa kudo abere chikanisa korumambi ande ndogo sabanya sayamba mono toigoreru
yes
at least tunarenge chikanisa gari se ward yani one ikire toni ene ya Busongo
yes
yumo governor Simbarati
yes
na ndo mede ngoro che siasa ya bere boniga
yes
I think the greatest loser in this politics after the Nzibacha the greatest loser no moskere la molodinga because bona ya pere taliero bwate monopoly yokuranda wa street but as the siasa ya Gusii the greatest winner no mosko governor Kisii Simbarati because original opponents bae muske Silvana Sosoro one of they are no longer his opponents because one of ekere jana via soka binyokomnyoke serikali Simba igarenge iskake one Simba koreki obere the greatest winner because na kwaro che president yaro the list aba cabinet secretaries aba ske 11 akatikari around 13 because the cabinet era around 24 winga abaite abantu ba these other ODM Wiper Jubilee and other parties no UPA no tora se mix yo yoko tora ngora be the next cabinet secretary
ndege tutura na buo chakero tumenye ko soka isiko kabisa toje go chaga lakini pia mona sogocha kurwaria ward yeri ko magwikira boniga kuriri tuwa tiganite ga ankale sana gaito angu mwako etire ina kikwagendereire so far ndikwakorera
sangitaga I want to even the corner in terms of G sublocation rigo mawadi mbade sublocation 9 net location 4 so I'll start from roads a location ekorokunga mongoni aso mogambi akorokomo chivo ito tuoma we've done every road within Kebara, we have no issue.
Feeder roads, so
feeder roads, not either feeder or main roads. Negarango kwana mangane chipara, na wana ikiru chipara chinde chitabe je count, but in Mongon sublocation, we've done every road. A sublocation ekorokunga biticha, yo moske mo assistant chief orunga masese. We've done every road. Except AMAYIA 1 kilometer ekorua sakorunga agege ba abandu baito batongo sengaramba ndegerete ekosoka moturmes ebote rigo managa chiba era about a kilometer ne pare go chiseito era about 3 kilometers lakini it's still possible but I can say we have no road in that sublocation impossible Tumai kwenda sublocation ekorukenyerere yo mwasisa ntivo ekorukunga mausa we had very bad roads area sakoro kunga kenyerere siara we've done those roads abantu barote goruchipara but within that sublocation Moscow korukunga mwasisa ntivo kunga mausa we try to do all the best inje no mojumbe. There's no road with that place that is impossible.
It is impossible. At least it level kimokoro siba rakero.
Omorom parera to make it for 3 to 5 years.
Okay.
Aso mogambi mosa. Any open road you have opened, it's morammed.
Okay.
So I've given you chi location ranga. Isato. Tuendo Mogambi kurukunga Ari Kenya, Mogambi kurukunga David, ase okikiaro mo chief.
Yes.
Aroch para chiyo chinyinge. Wando waraboke ka Mubamba Karantini. Those sections. The roads are still bad. Nere kurunga wokeyo and Eric and the ginger chimbecho chitiko kana. But I am hoping that we'll be able to do them. To my point, I say, assistant chief of Kongombaye, we've also done every road. Actually, not what I'm going to do. Except Pare Kurumo Cheno, Yaso Mbar, which is about a kilometer. Nanere Asarikire, Kurumo Cheno, Asakunga Nambasaba, Akego. But we also within that location, we've done every open door.
Okay.
Yes.
Asense mo yoko kora chibariki. Fiscal year ya 2023-2024.
Yes.
Ijira chibasa mo gutumeka. Allocation ya how was it kiagera na habere ginko kwana na ba MC abande bande bagate by terms ko ena no chibesa nkunyoru chire. How is it possible ngaye wa manage konyora chibesa?
That's the reason. That's the reason why I'm giving pass application.
Okay.
Tina I give choice. Because what I did, Kerona I've been in power for almost 2 years, now 2.5. And I wrote Tunara from sections.
Okay.
A scenario you've not been able to achieve the same. So I'd given about 4 sub-locations. I give you Yombaye. Tumayago swayo Mogambi okorokunga Bosire, Mogambi Nyasore. Nyasore we've not managed to do a lot in terms of road network. But yere parawate main ne korukero ke posta.
Yes.
Ya swanya sore so kametama is very very bad.
Okay.
Ekitindo kana na mramba acha bakaras meka matoke lakini ngabata you know this is your road. If you do this taringa ikomba de chibasa bubuko on it. But we budget for it in this financial year.
Yes.
Sasa Mogambi yo korokunga Bosire Nyasore ward we've not done the best.
Okay.
Tumaye kwenda Mogambi kunga Patrova. Mogambi Okeroka. We've managed to do major roads, but we still have a lot of backs to check out about 5 kilometers, which we are budgeting for this financial year to Tarakora. But the advantage is when you go one mintonga ntende na chide school and so amete through Mogavano Namos Nyaribo. We've done some proposals. We've doing a project of about 20 million. As a town ya Water Street train na and the tarmac roads of about 1.5 kilometers.
Okay.
And we are hoping that in the next financial year, we'll be able to double the road here tarmac toka resitown ya Keroka.
Okay.
As no Mogambi Patrova, no Mogambi Kurukunga Mwango.
Okay.
Bono nas Mwango na Aro we've tried. We've done every road is possible.
Okay.
Ororo.
Keroko trasuka. Na rather some structures kwa chugali.
Chingo jirane karna chiras market. Ngora kona chipara. Tumaye kwa ndo musko kunga marando. Mochivo nyangoba. He has a lot of roads that we've not been able to achieve. Chegoro tuna predecessor Moske Gechure, which we've not been able to moram, but we are doing it this financial year to once aiga. Tumaye kwa ndo mo assistant chief kunga Rebecca. Then ero mochivo. Those are roads. So far in Rigoma ward, I can comfortably say as a Nyamira County, Rigoma ward is leading in terms of road network. Baskets are elected 20. I want to say we tried our best to make the roads possible. And there's possibility from Governor Ito. You know Governor, I come from the same party, Governor.
Yeah, UPA.
Jumbe, Moske Clevo Manegisairo also comes from my ward.
Yeah.
Nere we've to Waterloo, the road tier county, which is been able now to cover about 6 kilometers. Nande nchire to igorete but yakabeko morom almost 8 kilometers.
Okay.
Nande county to nebata baskebande.
Okay.
Mo Solicitor General Shadrack Mose comes from the neighboring. It does not come from Rigoma ward. But na benge one on Ndizi TV e pare lami kurmate. Alafu ndobwate abaskeba itobare in organizations tomato moske ora sekura. Kenya no Oraskera aboard Okoru Okoru gali riabore ndobado Okoru Maturiat Mokaya. So we've been able to assist each other to make the road. But what I want to say, in the entire Rigoma ward, there's no major road. Asemburera tukabisa mundogara kiparatari orara tere tokomaya in terms of health department health nyekutari cheto we have a sub-county hospital korokunga Keroka ngakia matiang we able to get some funding nento nyekutari we funded it kana soto wa MC we are doing about 60,000 a month in revenue when we are doing more than 1 million. People are having faith in the facility.
Yes.
So now it was a project about 400 million. So we've done a lot of them and want to water Mariogo in our facilities. I will not kind of the view and don't want to Mariogo Naro.
Nakinwe Mokoba, Nakimokonora Mariogo,
Mariogo
county, most
a county to enhance to go to Mariogo. Actually, the most people who complain about drugs in hospitals, they are not people who go to those facilities. But they don't go to the facilities. Jimbo the facility ya Keroke Nyaktari. Gatwara Nyabogoye, which was completed in 2015 but has never been opened. Gatwara na karantini.
Level C Nyagatari Jinchinicho.
Bono Keroka is a level 4 facility.
Good.
But once President Ojago Yegora, if get the facility will be a level 5 facility. Into and the back to Masaba. Tetoro Nyagatari ya Keroka, even Keroka teaching and the referral hospital to Erusia say what ever county facility. But through Governor, to what Mosisio Morgan, Dr. Mogoi, we've done a lot in this. And I am telling you, when I can ask the MCA, it was doing revenue 67,000. Pone is doing between 900 to 1.3 million in a month. So meaning the services have improved. And we're offering the best to our people. Tumekwenda Nyagatari yetu ya karantini. It has a lot of issues. One is about a facility parane Imbere go Chororo. Rikanye is one of our business facilities. We are doing a toilet Chororo. And abantu na barora bange. We are doing Rigo Nyagatari ya gaji tuna ukioma na abantu bane go rumaga na MOGAMBI keboko no ukioma. We have given a new facelift. I'm there on Monday. We will have a baraza on Monday. Yoko vya bana inchi kitwa kore Nyagatari yu na ndeko yegora pia. Because we've done a maternity we've completed the maternity in Erigo Masiara. It's a very fantastic facility with a very fantastic staff. And I've also said the same about Nyagatari yari Kenya. They didn't have a toilet. We're doing a toilet. Maybe in the Cabrevio. We also do because of allocation yoka tutawa Nyagatari as a ward yane. Ekoronga teacher, as a MOGAMBI, Masesaro, assistant chief. Also in that facility, we are doing a building hospital. We've done around 70%. Yes. Mogaga Narunga Lois Nyangao at the Donetio, we've done about 70% in that facility. Tomako and Nyagatari Mongoni. It's a very beautiful facility. We have a maternity. One was squeezy, but you go 3 and above. But you have a facilities. It has everything. It's okay. Nyanchonori. It's a very busy facility. Into what building ya 3 houses ya staff. We've completed it. So in terms of health in my ward. I think I'll give myself 90%. So you're looking forward to Mulira. And mwako gocha, tomako gorario manga. We build another facility in Rio Manga. But in terms of health, now maybe this financial year But yes.
Is it about the numbers? Yes, Nyagatari, who say they can be few but very worthy in terms of Chibekire, Amariogo, or Ageno Ronyo services.
I've told my people. There's no reason why we'll have 10 facilities. It's about the adequate facilities. So in our plan, because in the team we advice, the moment you go to Keroke Nyagatari County Referral Hospital, then we'll get 2 facilities within the ward. Greenery, over services 24 hours. And then we'll downscale these others. Corrupt preventive, we have community health workers, maybe in the review, so downscale. But to the facility, Chiwata Mariogo 24 hours. I've gone to all these facilities. We are moving towards there in terms of health. To my point, in terms of market, our major market is Keroka. Keroka na Rigoma. In Keroka, we've secured the investment.
Before Traja Kwana Igora Yakwendeli, who is where and where you
Kinage boundary we concluded it. Kinage boundary we concluded it. The Kochi Karigati boundaries, over 90% of Keroka built up area is in Nyamira County. So we've collected revenue, both sides of the road, Chiduka, Chibai, in the Beyonce. But you have an issue, now and the river Kwara Paragali, there's some incitement, but does not stop us from developing for the entire county.
Okay.
So Kisii County appeal, we went to court, Kinanokere Court of Appeal, we are waiting, but we are hopeful that we will still be the winners. Because this is an issue based on science.
Okay.
I don't know name your grandfather na kia rekoroku. So koro ya kwa dea danga kwane. They are big on Inchiroro. So in Keroka, as we speak, Keroka is in almost the entire Nyamira County, and we also have developed municipality. We've advertised for the board. Remember, Simba got the interviews on Monday.
Yes.
The only thing I can appeal to Governor Simbarati, no more in ward, that we need to develop the town.
Franco Poli. Chibaserenga Nyamira County kanyora kuruwase echiro ya Keroka ose town ya Keroka. In terms of collections.
In terms of collection, in a financial chavere chinge, but you are doing between 20 to 30 million.
In a month?
No. In a financial year. The revenue Nyamira, now, this is also a very important thing to enter Kwanda. Nyamira County has been collecting about 180 million in revenue. This financial year, they get almost 400 million.
Kero county, ne county.
Engima.
Pakase itomo wa kira se chavera kurumu.
Kiregento.
Pakabora
180 million.
But
Chiro, market dues, on the water stalls, parking. But now for the first time, this financial year, tuakora in June 30th, almost into a much 400 million. So Nganchomo MCO Keroka, I want to double the revenue from 20 to around 40 million shillings.
Different.
Number one, revenue okay. Because the traders are the same, the numbers are the same, revenue no koivu. So it's getting the correct people to what one a new revenue coordinator and a new team dedicated. We ensure that our revenue is not stolen. Number two,
digitalized in a way. Even more.
We have a system to what the system to change. Yeah, what a lot of outflows. But we have a new system which we are using and also improving. So I'm hoping that we can be able to collect revenue and I'll name the companies Simba, Explorer, Enaco, CHINSA. Over 70% they have not been paying tax. What they can tell, Nyamira County, Masava, they're not even paying tax. But there's a time in one day, two other children over 70. So we're working on revenue, and we know Borobora has been an issue. We're also seeing a way in which we can be able to improve revenue to go as a border.
Yes.
But I'm hopeful that by the end of this financial year, we'll have doubled our revenue. And the greatest thing about 90 Keroka, they are hardworking people. They want to pay revenue. You should know why. And I spoke to the governor, His Excellency Amos Nyaribo, Waziri to Finance, Amos Kimorara, no Chief of Sasanat, that any county worker will talk us over Wango, have interdicted. Around 7 Nimba interdicted. No. My ward is a ward yane. I can give you statistics. A ward yana se Masava sub-county. We have 5 sub-counties as a county. Do what a sub-county and what a Rigoma, Gachiba na Gesima. We do over 95% of the revenue. Because my ward is very Ebiasara is a main in Kamana, and the traders who come in, who come out every day. And then you want to protect them so they can give us more revenue. So I won't say that we are a farming country. Of course, into water farming, the water HHI, we have a factory. But our main revenue, Anna, is business. That's our main business. And it might be different from other sub-counties, but into we have I come from the most cosmopolitan ward in the entire county. You know, the levels of literacy in my ward. In my ward, by the way, I don't have illiteracy. Illiteracy levels are maybe people who don't go beyond class 8, they might be less than 5%.
Okay.
And then in terms of abject poverty, we have no cases of abject poverty. And these are, but we have worked. We have no cases of abject poverty within my ward. Illiteracy levels actually are less than.
According to you, what about abject poverty?
Abject poverty, no monto, utabuati nyumba. Litangani P. Utabuati source nyumba. Number 2, utabuati source of any income.
At least
whether tabuati teacher, ara simeke sumara koreki.
Okay.
Utakoreki tabuati. Number 3, source of water. Like 5 kilometers away. Yani there's no nearby stream. Water. Utakoreki. Number 3, without access even to a phone or something. The way one of them approximating my ward, over 95% of the CHINSA.
Okay.
Over probably 70% of the smartphone. So they are either on WhatsApp, maybe they can review. So we are not, and then in terms of electricity estimate, we are about 19 villages. Echio chitara very good access to electricity. But at least the post never take. Umundo kilo mundo rigo more karare mwae. Kakurige ngorora estimate as a neta batareka in the village, but he's able to see. So we don't have case of objects. No, we have mangane estima no more jumbe. But we had a project. We have in my ward, it was 19 project estima, 19 schemes. Either estimate they are connected, but they are there. And they're hoping that in due course, Mbabe connected next to
Yes.
But the fact is, in Chiroro, there are schemes which have been surveyed. Even in my village, we don't have terrible access to estima, but at least as the estima. Yes.
Okay. That's right. Inense motu kwa nire yichichiro tole kwa na kurugeroka wate abono na inata kidon tebine structures girumu ajaga kwa gachagari.
Ngabono. Okay. Tutara sama na yichichiro in my ward. When we have schemes estima that have been surveyed, budget toka nyete koreki. Eswe estimatera wa connect wire. Tubade bogeta ule 102 abumo bamba. Tubade bogusero. Abade mo bamba ni mbaro. Tubade nande mo bamba. Tubade mo bea 1 and 2, rikenya 1 and 2. Karungu, Vuneri Kenya, Ria Basa Kungangana Raro, Burabu 1 and 2, Kiwanda, Mawera 1 and 2, Abumbocharia, Liwago, Embaro Nesuguta, Ria Bore, Nyatiekorio Manga, Kenyera Bogeka, Sierra, Viticha, Kirira, Naeronga. These are some of the places where the residents totally don't have electricity. But no other project estima, in the former MP. In the last financial year 2021-2022, as a Kenyan Gima, Kitutuma constituency na Angoli scheme estima, because there are a budget of almost 440 million. Chinde chira okigu, but I'm hopeful. The president here signed what we call last mile electricity connectivity deal. Yeah, signing last month. That Chimita Chigacha, we hoping our Tambagarek. But consider.
No, this is very integral in terms of production.
Yes.
Vinyosi, Chisalon, Nona Vandava, Corona, Cochachi, Bintonini, Nini. How, Naki speedy, Kimobuata, Sokovalet, Tokiagara, never in the most interior place, never know what they see, more than 70%, or no what the Mulikamuisi 90% Pabuate. At the end of the day, you know what the estima, Nerongo Mutano. Information yoke. The
advantage we have is that this place have been surveyed. Designs in the design estima, Chiaros Guchonspi. So we are now waiting for connectivity. Now this connectivity depends also on budgets. Now we want to cut down the budget itake national after these protests. But I know Mojimbengo Watiare Navantavande will be able to pose probably before 2027. This scheme is not actually about 19. Even to reduce by half, it will be a very, very big milestone. So those things are being worked on. But at least I already got my word. No, to what estima, get what no more isko. na bokore ro mochine so korta ki over the estimate but I know we'll have to work to change the biagareki ya biakiranira.
Okay. Igwate obole mi seme yaona ki mostly abantu nabalimi bale taiba occupation nyingi y'abantu bararo.
The main revenue is business, and then the next one is overemi. We have now the best performing factory as in Gusii. Nyangaba used to be the last yango yanena aromo director a factory. Moske is Kuruesani, Moska Abuga, Nyangau, Moske Mokaya. Those are directors Nombagi. We have now the best performing factory as a Gusii ngima. Kurukunga Nyangoba.
Okay.
So earnings kia farmer jagoreki increase. And then we have a project agriculture. Actually, we have in the account about 151 million shillings as a account in that project. So, want to see Nande Nakitora Konya Waremi, Ba Toskibo Ringoito, artificial insemination, number one. We are doing what we call as water pans. And then in almost every room, because we are talking about 500 within the world.
Okay.
So, then I go distribute a match, Bantuanyo or match, Bakoreki farming. We have cooperative society IBERE, the water KFC, which is working and active. And then in the water Rigoma, which wanted to resuscitate, has not been very, very active. Yes.
For the program, you need to go to the county or Chaiga was in Chabuka or initiate Navan to make
we have levels of development in which to go and Nekenyoro. But most of the things Tokokara is through coordination between the national government na a county government in terms of enhancing farming. Let me take a review. And even our milk production has greatly increased.
Okay.
As a Keroka. But they increased the sana. We have Keroka society, they are not able to take Amaverons according to Oro. Because to market. So vaga begete quota go ratio, what I can want them very say nega, Timogaraki, Timuetanigo Chimutu. And these are things which are working. So and then we have a number of fish ponds. The whatever we chinchoke, the other revolver nanasi, even the Vionspi. And I'm very passionate about agriculture. So every meeting I got within my ward, I graduate can attend.
Elindo manye
nde.
People in the kwa. Onyoni nere miguna kurobuba si agatabata kuma jeme Ndizi TV mbia mono kigima. Nariga igata tebetiri etaliya rakindendo likiri borio twalikiri agotebaiga. Hi Ndizi TV, I don't agree with Honorable Nyambega about drugs in our hospitals. I was at Keroka level 4 hospital yesterday, no drugs at all. And I was sent to buy from outside, a chemist known as Ichuni.
Now let me tell you what it is. There's no chemist around Keroke Ichuni.
Somewhere?
No. There's no chemist. And you cannot leave Keroka. Ichuni is about 700 meters to Keroke Nyakitali.
Yes.
I'll say without benefit of doubt that all the facilities within my ward, you were the drugs money.
Okay,
drugs. I was there. No, njiva the best drugs, njiva chira bit advanced. Yeah. Amario gona roro, chinyakitali chonspi. I was in last week, 3 week. I went to these facilities. We have drugs which can last us to about mid-August.
Okay, could it be a number you get ya specific?
Which
Marway get a complicated.
Nayo Kimi Naro, Mario. No, Tianga Leza. One of them yet to the reality. And also want to give non Nyamira Nyamira. Nyamira Morning, and I want to specifically say is among the best hospitals in the world. NYamira Counties teaching under review. It's not disputable.
The fact a record
it was a bad record.
Of course.
But Boniga, you can see the kind of response. Actually, the number of patients, they have increased by almost 200% in the last 6 months alone.
Record,
there are numbers, and they'll be able to share numbers. Correct. That's the reason why. Yes.
At least people are treated the babu.
We've done a very successful surgeries. We have very nice. Actually, as a reason here, we have some of the best orthopedic surgeons. I know the other orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Cheriot in Kisii. Nyamira, we have two. Even Omo Ede Nyagitari is an orthopedic surgeon. Our director of medical surgeon is a surgeon. We've done a very successful operation surgery and they've been covered in media all over.
Mushmiwa, barely 6 months or even 1 year ago.
Yes.
The problem is Nyamira, kuru drugs. What is this more so quickly and so fast? There's
nothing that has changed drastically. The issue is coverage in media, where journalists are very lazy. When you are negative, they amplify more. But one of the Nyamira County Referral Store, it has 2 CT scans, 64, 32, generates its own oxygen. It has a surgery, it has a theater, it has surgeons. We have about 18 specialists. You see? Actually, the only facility in the county of from Keroka. Once we'll open Keroka, we'll have 2 surgical advanced, extremely advanced.
Okay.
Correct, in Keroka. But if facility we live, and the facility does not control its water. Emergency account is supplied by Wasco. So if you've not paid Wasco, but in terms of personnel, and I want to say this without fear of contradiction, in terms of personnel, Nyamira iko sawa.
Mwanju murigiria nyugo toroche tuligiritie naende gwatari Nyagitari ya Nyamira muno mwishimiwa yambega goteba gaiga. You can also write to us with na bigire guro gabo ni tusome a message yao. Alex Gabriel biamono kigima watching kurwa Kisii town biamono kigima ne sister ya mwabo wika omwelio biamono kigima gendero tulikira SMS chenu elinde tumanye gochisoma mwishimiwa abu tudraudu Nyagitari bad ekeromo waziri ukabeiro Dr. Ombati ale kurwo. There were so many accusations inga Nyagitari nchale go function buya andikine kintu kya letru muchana.
The moment
bono mwabige tumu yuli wate
Dr. Mongoi, but the Dr. Mongoi Dr. Mongoi is employed permanent and pensionable in Laikipia County. No Gusii, no Gusii go to Kisii County, igaro machoga. But economic governor, former governor like PHD County Nyamira, he was offering advice on revenue, and Derito, I think, and Derito, former governor, he has an issue with the health sector. What's the best way to do? He has a chief officer from his county, I suggest. So he was identified, Dr. Mogoi. And we don't care where you come from, as long as you deliver the services. Our CEC for health, no mundo Kisii County. Our county secretary, no Magari, Dr. Magara. Our chief officer of finance, Mosque Senate, no mundo Orari, Kisii County. Asenat Move, Igaro Mogrango. Mogoi igaro monchari.
Lakini kose percentage inero asili chikona ki Mungu anatoka na nege ndo chiziko.
But most counties don't do that.
It's not on discretion.
We are looking. No.
It's in the law.
The law says that, but the law is not explicit how much you'll give. The thing you have to promote.
Yeah.
But we are looking at ngikera tokonyitoske. Nane is Dr. Mongoi aswega asi things have improved. You've seen students and the people on your accident to send me go to no mabe barent Nyamira barent already Nyamira
Kisii town
Nyamira Nyagitari even nekaro structure nge Kisii patient. We have now so many patients bago to Kisii but Nyamira. We have a very good dialysis, and I want to tell people
Nyamira dialysis
and I want to tell abantu baito ba Nyamira Gusii Migori no mabe these services okorwa what could was nailed audit, they are available in I may not know the situation in Kisii, but even the CEO for the Kisii Teaching and Faro KTRH, Dr. Marire is my friend.
Okay.
Naneno muungwano kindereto butaka. He went to Sameta Primary. He went to Sameta Secondary. Akanyora, he almost kanyora maxia mange, almost 600 or something. Akaenda University of Nairobi. Akasoma. And I know he's very, very passionate. Okay. Yeah. So all these things are improving. What I'm asking about Gusii Minto, let's have trust in a public institution. Na venge keroka umundurwara ogenda in a private facility where you are being seen by a nurse kose clinical officer. In Nyamira, I have 2 medical officers. Dr. Gega, forget the other guy. I have a senior dentist in Keroka. We have a senior ophthalmologist. And they are there in the facility. And they have everything. And maybe going forward, one of the things that we go change, just I'll take the Nyamira, you are bringing a bill a revolving drugs fund. Okay. They can sell slightly below what the private sector does, like not in that facility. Because now we have the personnel. We might not have, because our budget, we don't have drugs each and every year. But Keroka, watch OSERO Oasis, watch OSERO, you are paying a premium fee for the drugs. Okay. So if you are paying a drug at 100 shillings in Oasis, OSERO, and you pay 70 shillings in a facility in Nyamira, then come there. Because the same doctors. Bare Nyamira in public facilities, na bare clinic general.
What's the bed capacity in Gitaria level 4 Nyamira?
Level 4 Nyamira?
Not even Nyamira. I mean in Keroka, then we'll talk about Nyamira.
I cannot have the exact numbers for Nyamira. Bed capacity, yeah. But what I know that once we'll have done Keroka, we'll have about 70 in Keroka. Keroto Ikupri, and they'll be the largest no Nyamira, Nyagtari. And these are a bed capacity one in a private hospital, maybe Nagakani Kisii 70, Nagakani Kisii, Nemocher around 18 bodies. But then by the one of Mintonga into one, these are for private. Correct. Yeah. But when in a public facility, you can times that by 3 or by 4. But they'll be very, very, very big facilities.
Okay. People in Dra, Narukuria, Tabitri, ni Cosmas, Agatawaku Cosmas. Ask Honorable, Akona Planigani, what were bricks makers?
And when there were bricks, and this is what I call great injustices that were done. Moskina Rusto WMC. If you look at Gaya Vedech Parachia project Chia. Gaya Vedech Parachia project Chia. They are not done. Brick making is a major sector. I say what you near Rigoma. But when the Mobamba, when the Quarantine, when the Mbaro, when the Kenya and the roads were not made. It's a major sector. But now we've done the first almost 7 kilometers of roads for that sector. Go improve to the Torosi section ya Mwambana Quarantine, because it's a major income, and the only thing you need to do for them is to make a road possible for them. So we've done the first around 7 kilometers. This financial year I'll do for them maybe another 7 or 8 kilometers. Na kwa mpaka no moskeo Gesma ward, moskenya mino. Eruteria onsi ya maturiati Quarantine mocheno. Motoboard. Andre no amanga kuru. So leo to for them.
Noro siskimu ende onsi abantu muna babanyora no nimi kopo in any way. We have as much as Kuaro Siri Ebara. It's okay. Ebara can be used by anybody. No mutu egari China beweto. But abantu mbara rabu to buli mobura ke amatobori. But in the ranyo no in terms of chisiringi etuka na tabuati. Kaumbeiga kara
a budget ito waninga a budget to our Osero, though you've not finalized it. We have around 20 million to support small scale total work access loans. We have a grant from Swedish, the Swedish government, and then you can do another 10 million. Yes.
Yoko bakoni. Mugadinale ga iga utranjira na namangana igona ndeto kubolia. Na yo ready to answer. Along this TV, Ichuni chemist is opposite Keroka level 4 hospital as you enter outside the hospital gate. Mheshimiwa wacha kubali na sisi hakuna dawa atikeroka level 4 as we are speaking right now.
Mosque, there's what I say facts.
Yeah.
And those I say lies. I can call the medical proven on medical gitari na the administrator. They send you to a list of the drugs children gitari chonspi wetere.
Yeah.
The reason why if I see they go improve in terms of revenue, and I'll tell you for a fact, like I'm insisting now that we have drugs in Keroka Hospital. I have not received a single complaint about drugs in my ward for the last 3 months.
Okay.
And I'm told that these drugs to Boate.
Yeah.
It was around mid-August.
Okay.
So the challenge I love is from August, September, and October, before procurement ekoru. Okay. But morning as we speak, you have drugs.
Okay. Yamano mwanchu murigeria bono wegulenga niyo. Nalege gukoboli na honorable Nyambega tigakwa ni rigoro yichipara. Urone tuwa chakirite ngana yichipara. Tuara kwa nirege ka sana ase ngane yu yichipara. Tigatusko kurugabo turagenda boniga ase accounting. Ngwateba I know more deputy majority leader assistant. Yes. What's happening? Are you on recess? What's happening at the county?
We are on recess. We are on recess until August, around August 7th, 8th. But they county don't have a lot of challenges.
Yes.
And people have to accept that.
Number
one, Nyamira was formed in 1992. The reason why we are being EVERLYNE Kisii town and Nyamira because this is why we are investing. One the small ones, a small trading company. Nobody was longer. Every other never ikoyo, every major bar in Kisii town, they don't know the Nyamira. Tombol na kimba ita. Hotels. Because this is why we used to invest. So when you were formed in 1990, Tokanyore County, there were a lot of facilities. We still don't have a complete county headquarters. We had one major hospital, IBERE Nyamira. But Nyamira, it was at the same level na Gusii, na Ogembo. You know, Kisii County has a lot of those facilities. So those are the challenges. What are the issues which you've not solved in the last 13 years as a county? And you have to accept that as leadership we've not done our best.
Bono, ene korozi kuru 2013. Tika tuchakiri 2013 nariyo tuachake tukutuwara magendra rende ande gochaiga. Ekero ugotaka makoma county ya Nyamira with the rest. Irrespective na tuchakiri ntia samo. Bale ba development mapema na aba. Do you think University ya Nyamira chikwana nuwasi development? Ngokoleka na chile to the right for use?
I'll give it 40%.
60% nga yego chi.
One, you know, I'm also a student of financial economics.
Yes.
And I've said we've not done our best. Because we started a stadium in 2013. We spent 67 million doing a fence.
67 million?
Yes. Yes, that money is another fence. But which is, that is not ever disbanded. So it did the first 67 million for fence. We spend maybe another 30 million okara leveling. It's almost 100 million. So we spent about 187 million as a stadium ya Manga. But still, yes. But the fact is, even they've gained that budget. Almost 70% of the budget was spent in the first 3 years of its development. That was between financial year 2013 na 2017. Ekereka 2017-2022, AMC warengo bakayigiruka. Because we spent a lot of resources, but you are not seeing what? The results. So they probably had another 30 or 40 million. Because the stadium, Kamenta, Dasi, Karosibu. It got stalled by around 2021. So 2021, Karon to Tuaswa. But if this thing is stalling, let's revive it. Okay. So I can comfortably say that we've done about 90% of what is required. In totality, we've put 10 million shillings in the budget. Want to do in the perimeter. So we are doing a perimeter. And then we had 2 gates, tier security, and then the stadium. But if you go, it's a very fantastic facility. If you go there, the contractor capacity area. The stadium was meant for about 5,000 people. I think you need, and this is what I want to encourage. There's a lot of laziness as a journalist, what I will see. Because journalists want to you come to the studio, you follow politicians to funerals. On Thursday, Moramatanga. On Friday, Moramatanga. On Monday, Moramatanga. When do you get time? There is no single journalist. I know Nikonde Yakata Coronation, but the Ndizi TV, Ketembe TV, Etaya. There is no single journalist in the stadium. That's why reports. No, let me tell you. And I want to also, if you don't take your work seriously, these media stations, they'll be wiped out. Liko kumbolinga asadi na wate usine birugo. Usine das yokerero. Why can't you send your reporter and there's a watchman there. And that's why stadium. Kechibi chakole story kororo. Abolinga na ki, this was the scope of works. Nega se ndoko koru. Stadium kayaro. Ibirugo bandu ko ikaranza. Birenga biroro. And I'll tell you'll have a very different story. But kwenye kotega raba na siasa ngomo so rungo kongo mogeno mo Senator Nyamira wants to vie for governor. So he's relying on every lie. We have politicians who go to governor. Muske Musani on Timothy Bosire, no Muske Walter Nyambati, no Muske Ben Mumanya. So every day Wakuboka Wadanga, Yaribo Ibere. But you as journalist, you know me, I'm a journalist. I was a journalist of the year for 3 years, and I want to repeat that. But in my journalism, journalism because we relied on investigating facts and issues.
And they don't have
yes.
Almost senator. Orio went to Kurigia Manganayi County. Oria somu governor Nyariba Kogenda, Alice Senate. Oisaranso. Osokiri, Siko Toiro Robotinga. You want us to discredit your about to one senator or your Alisa Omugavanako and answer questions?
Good. I want to ask you this question. Senator Ogongo Omogeni. Chipro Tijangatana Miranya Koboka, Hatari. I make a report for a project. What Okongo does, he has a media team in Nairobi. The Senate is not every governor Gorangiru or Kororo. Borio Congo, as he ever stepped in Banga Stadium. Number 1. Borio Senator, has he ever stepped in Nyamira County headquarters? Yagaji for almost 7 years at trial. Has he ever stepped in the county assembly headquarters? Tibole, Tiagoren the issues. Nchirenga Goreki, Mbirenga Chire. The only thing he does, no record, when do you have and get the Bekenyoro, go away Karansinse, over record. He's very good at that. Whatever. You know what I want to say? People have to be responsible for the duties by the Nganjomo Msori Koma Ward. A care contract was named Sokongo and Sokona Garaki. And this is what you want to tell the Senator. Because he wants to vie for governor, he wants to blame whether was a Kumboli that Tioki was in Kikwari. Let him give us the reports, actual. You know, the other day he was saying, I'm said to under the report in Nairobi. Most senators are sit, a permanent seat in the assembly. He's never come there.
But Kiyagora Mogotek Malis, Ekiagara,
we are not.
He could be talking.
We've not taken malice.
About 6 point something million challenge.
Where Mogapik, have you as journalists, have you know? Have you as journalists, have you actualized? No, have you those figures? Almost Senator Kisii County, Musanione Nyonga. He wrote letters. Oche County.
Yes.
You've not paid pending bills. Governor Simbarat is now paying pending bills. For the first time, Nyamira County, yet and Kisii County in terms of grants. And he based on those own facts. Have you ever seen a single letter? You've never seen, but he's very good at politics.
as much as moko mogosia kira na ari moko murtama teacher mbange sana
turuko murtama teacher Okongo Mogeni is an educated version of mrefu is an educated version of mrefu. The only difference which they have the only difference which they have for Kongo was na almost came mrefu that Okongo went to school and they went to India they went to India, they did his law degree from India. Those do not want to appear like is the brightest person around. What I'm just asking is very simple. In my ward Rigoma, we have a toilet. Krokunga Karoka Abolition Block, which we financed it in financial year 2022-2023, around I think 4 million or 3 million. Nanto kaveka in subsequent year a budget. Correct. But you must say that about Karoka, Otanga Karoka town to what cho. But do you know how many public toilets over the Karoka? Tiana Kueleza. How many public toilets over the Karoka? In Karoka town, in the market itself, we have 3 public toilets. Plus, we have 4. But in come, other than a public toilet. Because you are journalists, you have limited resources to investigate. What a more report. So we want almost senator to be responsible. In a rep to be responsible. Jumbe abe responsible governor mpaka MCA
ntaraje kuburi guchime kabisa ekegera bana inchi boka banyene mpaka ndreto kulika kocha bakuburi ebintebi tutiko musinita musinita mtebi ngao ngwaro yuri kocha igoro ya mangana inyagetari bateba na Mario gotayo na igwa counter bateba ngana
actually karotori gaiga toko ende break we'll ask I'll try and find out Nyikeroka is a 24-hour operating facility. We will try and ask. No, Nyamira County Referral Hospital is a 24 hours operating facility. The same way Keroka Nyakta is a 24 operating facility. Nyakta is someone who is responsible at the facility or at a report.
That was Amiru Jumira. And Ganda Somatabaka School of Health and Science, Biamano Kigima, Tabatun as usual. Kennedy Okongo. There is no medicine in Nyamira hospitals. You are honorable. Lafnanduma Guirora. Kennedy Okongo agotebana this one is defending Honorable Nyaribo and there is no development in Nyamira. Uyakurukwa Kennedy Okongo.
I've not come here to defend almost Nyaribo. Actually, we belong to the same party. I'm the national chairperson. 90% or 80% of Kwagunera. I'm not here to defend him. I'm here to defend the facts. Kwa understand. Just you know thing Nyaribo no muyari. Quarry. Njigo donata virenga ki Nyakitari akarokane what the drugs. Nyakitari Nyamira Kotaki. If Tingaji what the drugs, you are the students. I want you to go to your Facebook. Abana Funze Abanda Nyamira Banyorak about 40 or something. They were there. Did the parents complain? They were there, they were on camera. We had a very successful surgery. Two hour surgery for almost Dr. Nguti. I think Dr. Nguti from Kisii County. I'm not sure about Nyamira. Did guys complain? They didn't. You see, I'm not here. Ngana beira didn't Nyalibo no muyari. And I've told as a county we have issues. But as a fact, let's be honest to facts.
Honorable Mobolie na ichibasari chiagenda gose na kia ina ile ichibasari namba ya estimate gose na be kaza bigiteli eta
number one and I want to say, and I've told the governor, our county should not be issuing secondary school bursaries. That's not our mandate. Any mandate ya jenga kiomo Kenya garama that will reduce the burden. Ewadiane have a population of 45,000. We have the highest population in County Ngima. So, mother population of 45,000, initial bursary forms 500. So, 45,000 divided by 500, let me say 500 divided by 45,000, that is 0.01%. Go a form, you needed 0.01%. So, but you've issued bursaries. Ochia wanafunzi wako around 1233 divided by 45,000 population so 0.02%.
Need cases?
No, how do you let me explain this to you. Where I was there in a press giving day, Form 1s, ibwata wanafunzi over 300. Iskuru korokunga eronge, oza day wada usemia mbili, wande mungono. In my ward, we are giving Form 1 and Form 2 bursary. Student population ya Form 1 na Form 2 boka. Form 1 na Form 2. Na Form 2. They're almost 10,000. Let's say around 7,000. Which form 1,300 or 1,200. There's no criteria which will ever use to satisfy these people. Nana kingo agree na Gen Z. Chipese jomo jumba kwa uchoko give bursary. None county cheko give. Let this money be taken back to the national government, a ministry of education, and increase capitation. A reduce a burden for these students. Because there's no way. I'll explain this to you. I have 22 polling stations. I have 1,200 forms. I have 22 polling stations. So kile polling na kwa form 54. 3,000 each. I know which form 54. What they to 22. Kile ketuo ke what at least the least ticket to what is what as 400. Na kyoko give. Which criteria will ever use? That's what I've said. The mandate award is a polytechnic, which we have one of the worst, by the way. And I want to say we have some of the worst polytechnics in the entire county. I can go to Agabu. That's the reason I want to bursary a secondary, a polytechnic. Chivet institutions. Number 2, and ACD. In the entire 12 years of devolution, Koru 2013 Bagaboniga, I have 24 public primary schools. We've only done 6 ECD classrooms. So 24 minus 6. We've not done 18. So we've done 6 in 13 years. So for us to do, we have done 6. We've done 6 classrooms in 13 years. So to do another 6, I need another 13 years. And so I won't even be there. So and the reason is, we want our efforts to concentrate where our work is. If it has Ekiras and Ekiras care on it's very bad. Kiras care is it's very bad. And that is these are not the situation across. So we want bursary, want our resources to go where we can assist more people and to mandate. Because not my mandate to go one or secondary school bursary.
Bono, okay. I've no problem. You go to Mokubori Bangena key, Nkoy just the same way each county Chinichikoa. You Chiara Kananga, Magan wrong a year, Ngo Chara, I'm not body goja. I can have a body in a key body Mwishimiwa, and Akura Mabuko. Naomba kuuliza Honorable Nyambega, yeye kama mjumbe wa Rigoma, akona plani gani kwa mayouth wa huko? Gaza mayouth na bwa wako bwa trimbwa ya TVET ko Trimboka. Yendrango nki in terms of sports na kindi.
In terms of sports, general across all counties, sports is the most underfunded. You see? But inga njomo mso Rigoma ward, ndo ate getikia Rigoma. Ina kono musko gachiba. We've given it 1 million across drainage. And by that second year Nyamira, we have the most active sports. Football in the entire county. Football and volleyball in the entire county.
Lakini chikoera within ya talent kimuna so kiriko
Bono, now let me explain. Number ya toko kwana. We have Rigoma Starlets, bago cheza NSL.
Division NSL.
Bono, after Premier League, next NSL, we have a team ya Rigoma ya Waswati Okoraki.
Okay, good.
Yeah, right. We have 2 players, Nyangeya, Koru Nyangova. And also have another guy, Koru Ariwocharia, who play at the Premier League from my ward. Number 3, every county league, Koru Nyamira County, Chitim Jo Wane Chiarigoma. Chiarigoma ward. Every football tournament.
Why are you special?
No, it's because we have a very active. In the way we our Chris Koruembaro, the way our Kibon Koruchere. We have 2 leagues within my ward. We have Chile Gibereche, the way Machinani League, Narigo Machinani League. They play all year. and they provide very fantastic players.
Facilities.
The what?
Produce the best. This is not magic. Facilities we can talk chingia.
Number one, it's about passion. Ndo wate vijana who have passion for football. Even that football yoka, even in our music na kwerende. Let me just not say about my word. Expand akeyo. We have a student koru asokomnyoke student koru Nyabios primary or qualify. She's now in South Africa. And South Africa correct komnyoka. In terms of music competition, number one in the entire county was Kirira Primary School. From my word.
In relation to sports and talent.
Yes. In development, is not always about direct supporting. They will come from a word whereby Mogo support let's engage in correlation through this and this effort. In terms of correlation activity, the major stadium to what is Rigoma, which we put 1 million from my budget. No more scope why you 500 3 hours drainage stadium. Na sabara jenjeri. And Kato what the judicial open there, I told people, we did public participation in last month, Arimontine, about 10 acres, want to put 4 acres, Toros Nandege Tikende. That's in terms of supporting talent. But you also know that you can have the best facilities, but if you don't have the passion and you don't have the talent, so in the Rigo Mando what vijana, Bibuata Mangana a talent. Yes.
Let him repeat the expenditure of the stadium. He mentioned 60 million fencing.
67
million
in fencing. That was in 2014.
And 30 million perimeter wall.
The perimeter was 67. That was, I think, in 2014-2015. And in 2015-2016, leveling was around 30. And the fact is, people who did those things should have been arrested at that time, jail, beaten, hanged, kiregento. But it never happened because of our corrupt systems.
What is the difference between fencing and the perimeter?
The perimeter, and this is what you want to say.
Yeah.
Abantu bari wanse stadium ya Manga. The year 2013 to 2015. Those people should have been arrested. They should have canned in public or even in hanged. Because that was a massive wastage of resources. The fact is the irregularities. And this issue was investigated by DCI and ESCC in those years. They were investigated. But no person was ever taken to court. Bono, MOGAMBI, you know me, I was elected in 2022. So from 2022, Mbakaboni, we spent about probably 9 to 20 million in that stadium. But the bulk of the money, Chiabete spent between 2014 and 2016.
Okay. Some extent
Umano minto kwende gali oligereri wetera undiga obara magenali obara netpira 67 million igora alere
tokande mtobinde boria gisesanga echo ya mongoni dispensary chibe sairenga ya irete
echo ya mongoni
ndakora tractor ekolema amakombe abere yamanya koira Kenya shillings 500,000 ineli bodi yakabere basari atige godongaina abantu chibesa koenana muna bamanyikanite ekemaine ayo no ligeri ora awolirie
mbiya bolire
tuchakire dispensary ya mongoni
we build the toilet from we sold Moram the institution. I think it was around 200 or 300,000. The toilet alone took around 100 and something thousand shillings. No, it's a 4-door. This was not done. This was not done. This was not okay. Think on your exact figure, Boniga, but it took about 100 to 120. And this was not done using procurement. It's a very big toilet. Yeah, got to facility body facility. This one, Yakabere, a tractor.
A tractor kolema amakombe abere. yamanya koira chirifu chimia isano
abo arotinga understand it
baraki
is not that one is not possible to might number
7 lakini I believe ne eyekore mebara something like that yamakore chirifu chimia isano
yes ji kitu ya tatu
basari atiyagoteba na yokale
basari now basari what we did I told you we had form 1200 Quarry. 1200, I have 22 polling stations. So this is 54. So I gave every polling station at least 40 forms.
At least
no. This
criteria
ekero agire polling station bama ya criteria for need kema ya gocha and this is the list for this. I even have the list.
No, what the list
this is the list for the bursaries. So every polling station we gave at least 40 forms. So I gave the 40 forms. This is the list chiskuru na nini. So once we gave 40 forms, so that's 22 times 40. This was the first 880 times 40 forms. This was 880, and then we have these big polling stations. So that's the reason why, if I give you an analysis of schools, then you're able to analysis or the widespread because we sent every
list I've
sent the list to every chief. I have done a message to recipients. I'm a very open person. And if you're in WhatsApp, if someone wants, like you have almost 40 WhatsApp groups. The list is there, and I can show you in public. And these terms of distribution area scored the highest number 183 with teacher 155 students, Amavuko 97, Erong 72, Nyetieko 51, Namasaka 42, Nyangowe SDA 40, Nyangongo 30. These are the number of students per institution. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and this list is is public. And then I did. Njoba nombolo mwana kwa nga ina osna nyade basari. I'll WhatsApp. I'll just forward you the entire list.
Abantu mbali na ndeba agenda reide kuburi bori. Timani kusembara dura mbraisa ne kano kureni kwao. That's what they insist asking. And whatever no motor open and very transparent.
Yes.
Lokero kuburi kwa kuiraniriya. Honorable Nyambega ni kama gokorwa ne Romo governor. Na Mariogo Tayo asinye gitari public facility in Nyamira County.
Which one?
Kitu ambacho utapata huku ni painkillers only, ni magara kutoka Keroka. Nero tebiri boigona kolengana barabu painkiller joka chini gitari.
This is what I want us to do.
Yes.
Or deal with that issue.
Yeah.
I know Moradia.
Yeah.
This is Ndizi TV. Reporter inoningo korende.
Paul Kapokara. Yeah.
So tomorrow Paul Kapokara so baneri Kenya. But it says in Nyamira. Acha ni daktari ya Keroka. And as a pharmacy etororo. And pharmacy on Spagareki etororo. I'll organize that. Annual pharmacist. Ikara ligereri mambi. And then hopefully naemo mambi Margoba is findings from where? From the facility. One of the worst things which you can do is to ridicule a public institution because you don't have the facts.
Okay.
But you have a report on the ground.
Yes.
So let the reporter go.
The facts.
And but the facts because is raised an issue so that report. Reporting tayo, it's okay. It's what? It's okay. There's what you call as every facility. I forgot the in pharmacy. You know, we offer basic drugs. And that now comes from a department of public health. Yatanga was malaria, the common was ningi, Yamako influence Marokiagoruk. So he'll go there, he can do for the facilities within the world. AMAYIA share.
National politics.
Yes.
Nari Kurukuna Tabaka School of Health Science does your office as an MCA support students on driving schools, and Makobori please highlight on people living with disability.
Number one, in driving schools we don't support. We've not that ones are in Baro. no mongwana text, but he didn't pick up well. Number 2, Nyamira County just 11 go benchmark. Nyamira County, we've advertised for disability board because we actually the first county in Kenya across both a bill, a act, and regulations for disability. Na abana bake. So last month, I'm just trying to open Facebook, Uyomo Governor. We had 11 counties, Omabay, Migori, Bomet, Bajago, benchmark, Koru, Nyamira on those issues. So we are making progress.
Yes.
Yes. And we've advertised for a disability board. No budget ndo ibegete.
But 12 years down the line, disability board they are not going.
Most counties, actually Nyamira will be the first county Kotwara in Kenya. Teach what?
Go naki amangana disability
disability is majorly a national government function, but now through legislation, accounting go chere ya rona kiagaraki na kiego tema ya kare korende. Bueno, okay, this is Nyamira County Hospital. Ina wanafunzi wacha wake Masare 46. There was no complaint about drugs. This was this week. Na bwaba this Masare. They named the village Keroka. What you are doing in Keroka. This from the county website. 12 counties to peer realm on investing in children and persons with disability. We are the leading in Kenya on those issues. No, they came to benchmark. Meaning we have a success story in terms of we've already done legislation and we've sought for funding on the same. This was in 19th June. Correct.
Ngunda to boli getagura kikanda so message rega alo murali John Kebati na honorable MCA Nyambega Gisesa. Good evening. According to me, you are trying to put things right, but bear in mind you are also being watched, so let's give the people you have mentioned time to act. Okay, arogo Chris kurwa bugisero diamano kigima arogo Chris kurwa bugisero ase emagroba yabona se you gwada tebiri ganda tigira kabwa ase mabodi aya bono nkiye kogera abantu batai go feel nga development nere Nyamira ekiagera nkwaro cheno na bana mbaji tari bakarobekana bakalina bakenyombelie county headquarters yalia bakaleto mochando ngwaroro mugabana na ndero bana kwande kuseni goro agatebanga obali gandirie itule Jumatano kurende karnali giri metanda na rana baro ba motebiri na Jumanne ngocha bali garden square mpaka
there are various reasons why people are not feeling the development. Number 1 is that we probably wasted the first 10 years. So we started incomplete projects. I can count for you.
Kara kwana nguji project ya chinka tujakire none nyumba mubu ati obisi
tuanze number 1 the county headquarters 350 million.
County
headquarters 350 million incomplete. County assembly headquarters
county assembly
around 300 million.
County assembly nero
around 300 million incomplete. Doctors Plaza around 150 million complete but not equipped.
Around 150 million.
Manga Stadium 187 million. About 90% done. 187 million. Around 187 million.
187 million.
Nyamira Hospital around 60 million. Not completed. Mawa Psychiatric Hospital 112. That's around 60 million. Yes.
Magwagwa
Psychiatric Hospital 112 million. Ekerenya Hospital Ekerenya Hospital is around 40 million. The guy 40 million. Is updated the work
Ekerenya around
40 million. Tora akere chichoka. Chiwaze choka go waka. The Karalika fire station around 40 million.
The station any mwagacha
it's almost complete. 40 million. So this 40 Weka Industrial Park 500 million.
500 jeno 250.
I reckon I just 250. Weka Industrial Park 250 million. 250 million. So that's 40 plus 250 plus 40 plus 120 plus 60
Plus 187.
Plus 187.
Plus doctors plus whatever, 150 million.
150.
County assembly, 300.
300.
County headquarters,
350. So we have projects here 1.5 billion, which are no. They are at various stages of development, but they have not made the objective. How can the people not complain?
Okay, against what? Get a 1.4.
That's what I'm trying to explain.
Yeah,
we have this 1.5 billion. This is project worth 1.5 billion. These projects collectively, they're taking over 1 billion. Correct? But there's no single day where I work about Niga, or in Nyamira County, any project over 50 million, 30 million, are complete and they renews. You see? So people have to complain. And that's the reality. Gen Z, we complain. These resources we've given to you, give more because the single greatest beneficiary, the single greatest Nyamira revolutionary, Para. In 2016, 2017, 2015, 16, 17, Nyamira got Para, Mbaka national government got a benchmark. But it has not happened to date. One of the plans and according to that process.
Yes.
But the fact that you can have project 1.5 billion, none of which is in use for its intended purpose. But now, the only advantage which I can say that the current Ntongaba MCA no Governor to County, that we have a chance of this project being complete and opened in 1 or 2 years. They've never, you see, you've asked why a lot of reputation with Nyamira. These things are not complete. You go to the county assembly headquarters, it's not complete. The county headquarters is not complete. Manga Stadium, 90% done, not opened. Because of it, again, the game costs less than 10 million shillings.
Okay.
The fire station, but the people who made the BQ, they did not include a septic tank. So you have a facility, you've done toilets.
Okay.
Yes.
1.5
billion.
1.5 billion.
Yes.
Again, it's that is not the total.
Now what I'm saying, what I'm saying, the positive thing is that where these projects have reached, that in the next, this financial year, the 2024-2025, now 2025-2026, we have a chance, even the cover in complete, and cover in use.
Okay.
So the question is, we have a complete in use. Nande, we will get other issues,
of course, you can mind the go to Vesa.
Because the county. The county headquarters, but they were very impressed. The structure has been done. No. The structure has been done. Roofing is being done. If you've done structural works, Bono is finishing. So I can put the county headquarters almost 60%. Okay. Let me say 65% done. County assembly headquarters, but now the structure is roofing. Partitioning Yes, I'm trying to say, why are people complaining there's nothing can happen? But now I'm giving progress in the way. Doctors Plaza. The Doctors Plaza is complete, structural. So, Bonnie is in offices. We put 33 million shillings for equipping.
Okay.
It was a private wing, name in the cabinet. Yes. Manga Stadium, I have explained to you, we put 10 million. With the 10 million shillings, by October, we'll have Shabana playing. Actually, we want to apply Boniga. We want to apply to FKF. Mo chairman of sports, mo schematic no camera. Banyorana and the FKF. We want to apply to FKF in Shabana so that you offer them as alternative fields. The only thing by this is about your there's what call in a perimeter. Nyamira Hospital, the structure has been done. Enera Nitkaretiak. Mawawa, 112 million, it's done. With the Mbikego. In Ikul never go the Nyamusi. I'm so facility is done. So you put 15 million or equip Nyamusi. Nagitali. Ekaranya is ongoing. you go there, there's work which is being done. Fire station is done. Again, there's about the septic. It has no septic. I think was never remember the car was a BQ. Ekeva septic.
How do you call tendering here with the Navy? How do you
it's open tender. And that's another challenge to because an open tender takes at least 3 months. The Makwan Industrial Park, I saw the governor was there yesterday. So there's some little progress. Okay. But the fact is, Abaninchi, we can complain. Yeah. We've given you our resources. Yes. You've been there in power for 1 year, for 2 years. To Kingo, to tell you stroke like you are already. Yeah, but those issues to water, but which I think are being addressed. Okay. Can an ordinary person get to a health facility and ask the pharmacist whether they have medicine or not? And through your wasona na ime achiche ko to ai roboturia itato ikanchira na ino modre ni mete mo mote vi roboturia. What you can do, yeah. You can if you have the contacts of women that go chuni, share normally. The only thing which I'll do, I'll show you the facility management. Kana rure gaiga, he'll come at any time atagete. Okay. But he has mentioned many projects. He's on zile wametenga ngati kwa kwani this project yetu na kimuga. These are projects which started some of them 10 years ago. Talinga na nature. Abia kwa ndichize kitu cha ari abiri saa 5 kiera kwa ake. Muraiweze nacholete cabinet secretary so far 11 abandi natigete kan trachora. Abandi bayre the Genesis bado mpaka okiri. Oli religious spaces china tegereire none mitandao. Mbabuad na inde tariki mirongo ibiri na isatu Tuesday kurobekana. What's your take on Awachoru kwa waziri? My take will be very simple. Yeah. As a journalist, I'm widely traveled. I've been to 32 countries. Yeah. And some of them chirichia tore conflict. Yeah. I've been to Burundi. I've been to Rwanda. I've been to Uganda. I've been to Sudan. I'm just saying the chirichia Africa. Yeah. Let's not reach a point whereby tore the president. Because we went into anarchy. All of today's Gen Z is that a number of the issues they raised have been addressed. The president, the was 0 to 2 years. No more 0 health, I think she's 39 or 40. She's very young. So we've seen. Already Zirabagaka. No mosquito, Mogako, Macho Chirenka. So he's reduced, is adopting those so he's adopting to their demands. So by request could have been for them. Now it's time to also be part of the solution. You've already exposed the problem. Now let's be part of finding the solution. What again do we want? Which is so radical. You see, abana nyaru siroro tarwansi balenge ababe adera boko ruti abantu wama kwa evaluation kwa na kia kardeki na kia renge moskenga dendwale is a very competent CS Moscow defense Kindiki is a very competent CS Moscow interior Rebecca Miano she's a very na chirichiringo tebe kanaringa none serikali ili aidete na abege tuisiko nini go tebe kanale na bwa chirichir abege tuisiko because of politics ya Ruto. Chirichiri za adwaka. Chirichiri nero renge Jubilee, nero renge lead agent. Tariwa? Akamanya kwaswa, kabomu waziri akarabe kusko, because he was very close to Ruto. Karabe kusko. But he's also made a comeback. We've made significant, karayango waziri wa energy, we've made significant progress in the energy sector. There was development during the cabinet according to Euro. One, pride. Pride. Yeah. The same issue with another Moscow Soro. No Zaire. You are young, you are not exposed into government, so there's the issue of perception. Okay. Other than just development, there's the issue of perception. Moscow Soro, Oromo Whip, Zaire Mubungo Onyaribari, Moske Murkomen. You see Sudi fundraising 20 million in a fundraiser. So people are you can only be we go over access to power. na ratwara resources. Ayobo mwana osino montagi bongo aitonya gotwara that access, and we have to have a government in which each and every person about access. Yani ora aboke nona engore studio iga na otware studio yao. So this was not happening. You have to be, so those are some of the issues chia chete. And then there was also a lot of infighting within cabinet between the deputy Bokabanyane. So those issues affected service delivery. Nando mano minto, when we serve it, like I said, I'm a national chairperson of a political party, UPA, and then whatever was the Governor Nyaribo is my party leader, but I don't agree with him. Out of 10, maybe I agree with him 4 times. Some of these issues quite easily, we fought over the same, and that's why you are providing solutions. One of the solutions you are providing, we are spending around to 60 million kogora machinery. Account because out of not agreeing, we've agreed that you have to move forward on these issues. So a cabinet ya Moskeruto probably was not giving the best advice.
Pioga ki tokolere gai gati majigo senatika kende isiko meanwhile kanya kurwe nkwana yawe yo mwali gujuso murigereria kerongo ne kurigereria ndalo twatire kende isiko linde tokole kurwa
ngentona tabi kwanza congratulate Mosko gamba for being nominated ngomos yes to education. We offer him our support to wekera ne to support. Nande congratulate president for taking the bold decision ko sack his entire cabinet and ko announce nande my ko Gen Z that now it has reached a point where you have to, other than your protest, bono kamutu waringi mutagetege koru. Because Ruto must go na boneta wakiko chimutu. So that we agree, we've addressed the issue. We want to arure cabinet. How do you address corruption in judiciary? In judiciary. Ingo komnyokigu. Chijaji na kijire. To address those issues. What do we do with the ESCC? Even one of our Mbake County. Even in Ndwe County, Ndwe are responsible to the people. So then you've given these resources. Out of these resources, what needs to be done next?
Bien mano. Oyongeta kurukumalaki agatabanga kebati kwani huyo MCA ni PA wa Mheshimiwa Nyagarama, Mheshimiwa Nyariborada, Rangelio Moseneta, abone raji. Moseneta na muri sana na ningenda kumuligia elinde raja kwa negaiga. Wanda na kwa murwa niriri sana. Bio mara soja Mheshimiwa. Bio mara sokocha.
Age wale age tini pia njeno MCA. Njeno MCA tini pia.
Kwa murwa niriri sana. Sige njumuli.
But I was just stating facts kake mano minda.
Tuesday no kare.
I've been every protest. I've been every protest.
Tuesday.
No, ngagale.
Tokole ga gajize cyane. Biyo muno bigimo mwancu murigereria ku television ya Ndizi TV niko twalengega iga no Mheshimiwa Nyambega Gisesa igaro mwe MCA kuri wodi ya rigomana boigo national chairman ya UPA no muriki ateba no murikiare wa mangana AMAYIA na boigo otebanga igaro deputy majority leader we kuri serikali usigorwa se county assembly area ya Nyamira twarago so iriga doche cha chijidega kianda igoro yinze sano cyubutuko bwarero yatutigirega na ndiko kali tukuri mu mosi ekarto gende tukuri yabara ibande bachege tukwanira igoro yamagendero na boigo siasa isigendera time ye county ya ito ya Nyamira na boigo county ito ya Kisii Kenya na boigo ensengima biamono pigima ilo twarengena oyo korukunganere abi nyanchama mune producer ane kurumuinari na boigo twarengena Lydia Mose yukora habuo olo toletra mangana magia sinjera yomonwa abili wikara ndigi tukule Jumamosi njengoro kwa John kebati biamono mwisho
maya maro mwana mindo
esa good.
Ndizi TV Ubwansu Bw'Omugusii omurigereria bwa televishoni ya Ndizi TV bono na bukura ry'ubunchoria bwao ase televishoni ya Ndizi TV chinka kichindi chonsi elio bwikere abarigereria kurochi county ISANO na IBERE echo chira sorogonko rwa Nyanza na boigo Rift Valley akesimi ase namba enote ISANO na IBERE inya isato ISANO nemo IBERE isato ISANO na isato ISANO na IBERE eyemo elio togwikere gose otutarire ase chiabisi chito echo chira ase nyumba ya Brighton Apartment ejire busyo bwekiro ya Embassy ekeroko gende nyakoe
omwana bwembe bakatebi omwana bwenguko ngaye omwana bwembe bakaboli omwana
chingekero chomo Gusii
nyangweso ni ngenda tingo kora
na koire ritime kora nyore ngabi oretera abantu simanya gitinge tuabeta wanjireyo
nanjire
kera ritukoria Alamisi enseye monenusu ya Maragoba
ekineki ngekero chomo Gusii tukuna gukwanira entekenene no kuinyorania igwa azitayo nobori ore na mukaye oranyora mangana manzu budaya
goika abantu baitu bamanyena n'abagusii bale abantu basomibwe batwade kisemi kinyinge lakini mbabwati insoni
bunato buna okwerega obunobukano obukano bungwa gatumekire engagi kinyani cyareko yagiye baba yagiye timoni jo magazine beni Maragoba
maokoro nsara maya patina bagubuleva engenchende omuntu ureko bana abantu abangai naenda abanne ira bare ko mwachinga njo n'echumbu cyo komenya asinga kiriaro ninga kiego chigocha
kila rituko lia Aramisi wanzire nsemo nenusu mpaka ase umurobelio yokwera
numwiroroye rituko rya Ijuma CHINSA ISANO nemo chemogaso nasiko gichana
omukunguzyo mazyo myaka yako manya barwero semo mwana okunguzyo mazyo myaka yako manya barwero
omwana bwembe bakaboli omwana bwenguko ngaye
Ndizi TV ubwanzu bw'omu Gusii.
unavyopenda wewe Bwana, siteremshe baraka zako Bwana, siachilie vile unavyopenda wewe Bwana, siteremshe baraka zako, siteremshe Bwana, siteremshe tusipokee, siteremshe Bwana, siteremshe, siteremshe, siteremshe tusipokee.